Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NCW episode 43. I'm your host, your gentleman, from Florence, Italy, with a stacked card for you here tonight, as we are on the road to NCW Revenge. And soon enough, the closing of NCW Season 2, the end. But anyway, we're kicking things off with a Hardcore Championship Open Challenge, as the former number one contender for the NCW Tag Team titles at Chaos Mania, Wonder Kid, will be taking on the two-time and current Hardcore Champion, Clark Oliver Morrison. This will be the biggest match in Wonder Kid's career. He's going up against a former world champion. Can he win his first title here in NCW? Or will Clark Oliver Morrison continue his reign of dominance over the Hardcore division? And next we got women's tag team action. That means one thing that it means. It is for the number one contenders match for the NCW Women's Tag Team title at Chaos Mania. For those tag team titles, we got the Barnes twins, Sarah and Sonia Barnes, taking on the NCW Women's Champion Amber James and her friend Cynthia Moore. But can they get along even though they fought at Chaos Mania in a great match? Will they be able to win an opportunity at the NCW Women's Tag Team titles at NCW Revenge? And next we got 8-man ladder match, and last week we saw who won that ladder warfare match. It was the tag partner of Zach Miller, part of the Youthful Assassins. So if Zach Miller can win here tonight, that means they can pick the stipulation for their tag team title match as the current NXW Tag Team Champions, looking to add NCW Tag Team titles to their resume. However, if one of the other 7 teams win, that means Alexander Leonardo Davison, Damian Rolando, Dizzle B, Kyle Andrews, Tony Natoli, Oscar, or Sosa Kennedy, if any one of them win, that means we're going to have a number one contenders tag team match next week. And next we've got the monster from Unstable, Spike Masters, Drew Kennedy Tyson still in his corner, taking on the ace of New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi, with Okada and Naito in their hand. These two teams will go toe-to-toe at NCW Revenge for those 6-man tag team titles. But the question is, who can build some momentum going into that one? Will it be the green-haired Psycho, or will it be the 1 in 100 of a generation from New Japan? We'll find out. And next we got 2 of the 3 men who will be in our main event at Chaos Mania. We've got the winner of the NCW 2nd Annual Chaos Mania Battle Royale, Diego Crimson, taking on the former NCW Undisputed Champion King Gutter. These 2 men, alongside the Undisputed Champion DJ Young, will be closing out NCW Revenge, but they do have a little bit of unfinished business with each other, considering Gutter was the man who walked over Diego Crimson to win the Money for Chaos briefcase ladder match. So Diego will finally get his hands on the self-proclaimed king of NCW. And next we've got a fatal 4-way number one contenders match for the NCW Cruiserweight Championship, as there is a champion without a contender, that being the Roll-Up Kid, the current Cruiserweight Champion. Well, one of these 4 men will answer the call at Revenge. Which one will it be? Will it be the French main event Corvo Jack? Will it be the former 3-time Hardcore Champion El Tactical? Will it be the ladies' man Frankie Stevens, or will it be the Nightmare of the Cruiserweight Angel Jr.? Which one of these men will stand tall at the end of this fatal 4-way match? And this match has pretty much exploded on Twitter as the main event. DJ Young, the Undisputed Champion, teaming up with the NXW Champion and the Intercontinental Champion, calling themselves the Keliak X. However, this is all about respect. That Death Club does not respect the champions in NCW or NXW. Now we are going to get War. We are going to get Tag War. This is no disqualifications, no pin... Oh, there is pinfalls. No DQs, no tagging. Which one of these men will be the first eliminated? Which one will get the advantage? Which one will claim victory in this war? And not to forget, Cody Simmons has a intercontinental match inside a death cage against Tony Lee Williams at NCW Revenge. But which one of these two men will make it to the death cage? Will it be the Kellyak X? Will it be Death Club? Which one will fall tonight? We'll find out in our main event, but we got to kick things off with our hardcore Clark Oliver Morrison. Let's get it on. Damn, that was one hell of an opening. The following match is an Extreme Rules match and is an open challenge for the NCW Hardcore Championship. Here we go. For quite a couple of months, or for the last 2 months, we've seen one kid side by side with Stacked, but now he goes it alone in an environment that he has never been in. And it is against one of the biggest names in NCW history for the Hardcore Championship. Last time he was in a title match, he was brutalized, but he did give it his all against Manhunter and Trevor Lee White, but they did not reclaim or did not capture the undisputed tag team titles at Chaos Mania 2. But can Wonder Kid win his first title here tonight? In NCW, one opportunity is all you need to become a star. And this is one of these men who he took that opportunity. Stupid controllers. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so we have Mike back on. Anyway, here is our NCW Hardcore Champion, 2 times reclaiming that title at Chaos Mania 2 in a fatal 4-way match. Evan Edwards, Loki Suzuki, and Justin J all in that match, but this was the man who came out on top. And look at him, he is soaking it in. A man who thought his golden times had passed him by when he was a champion of champions, but now still a champion, just not at that level, not at the world level. But this is his way of proving that he can destroy those unworthy to enter the gates of NCW, because he retired Andreas Gonzalez last week in a Hardcore Championship Open Challenge. It was do or die for the Mexican legend, but sadly, the career of the red, yellow, and blue had perished at the hands of this man. But that's what it's all about, that hardcore championship. And introducing the challenger, representing the kids, he is the #1 contender for the NCW Hardcore Championship. He is the Wonder Kid. And introducing the champion, he is representing World Destroyers, and he is the current reigning, defending NCW Hardcore Champion. He is the legend, Clark Oliver Morrison. This is the man who has taken every shot he has earned, I guess. You could say that he earned. Well, I mean, he's just taken every opportunity he can get, to be fair. For that Champion of Champions title, he had to stab his best friend in the back to win it. To become the leader of one of the most powerfulest factions in NCW history, he had to end the reign of his friend. And to become a hardcore champion, he just accepted an open challenge when the champion was at the weakest. And Clark Oliver Morrison, like the veteran he is dominating the much less experienced Wonder Kid. But a collision there could cost him. Irish whip now, Wonder Kid, drop kick to the knee. Now has it by the head. Oh, and slams him face first into the turnbuckle, not stopping after one, just rapid fires into the turnbuckle, and Clark drops down. Now looking springboard splash. Clark Oliver Morrison in a little bit of trouble here, as Wonder Kid has the legs around the neck. Clark able to use his power game to get out of it. And trying for a belly to belly, got caught with an elbow. Now looking for a snapping neckbreaker suplex. As Clark makes a bail to the outside, looking for a weapon now. Well, what can he pull out before Wonder Kid catches him? Steel chair in hand. Wonder Kid, oh, uses it against him. And into that ring post. Here we go, Wonder Kid has him back up now. Kick to the side of the head. Oh, and into the announcer's table, ribs first. So Clark able to deflect that drop kick. Now, what does the hardcore champion have in mind? Not sure. Not enough time to do anything. As Wonder Kid throws him, luckily for Clark, missing that ring post. Anyway, Clark able to get Wonder Kid back in the ring now, looking for a stomp, but missed. Maybe his head's still ringing after being run into that ring post, but oh, Wonder Kid slamming him face first into the mat there. Oh, and a massive shoulder tackle there. Wonder Kid now looking for a camel clutch. Looking to win the hardcore title by submission. But Clark again using his foul game to get out of it by breaking the grip of the Wonder Kid. And here we go, Irish whip now into the corner. Wonder Kid, ooh, puts him down. As Clark looking for an overhead belly to belly again, but no, Wonder Kid stopped him one more time. Kick to the chest. And here we go, off the ropes, drop kick to the knee again. As Wonder Kid can feel the momentum. Here he goes over the top. Oh, back elbow. Clark in trouble. Around the ring post. Oh, the Wonder Kick. As Wonder Kid now heading up to the top. Could he be looking to close in for his first world, or for his first singles title? First title, actually. And here he goes, the Wonder Cutter. And that could be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, Clark able to get the shoulder up. Wonder Kid thought he had it. He thought he had the hardcore title in hand. But no. Like the legend that he is, Clark Oliver Morrison able to survive. As he quickly goes in for a cover off that arm snap. But no. Wonder Kid easily able to kick out. As Clark makes the retreat to the outside. What's he do here? Looking for a weapon now. Looking for an equalizer to stop the speed of the Wonder Kid, but Wonder Kid able to stop him from getting that kendo stick in you. And here we go, has him picked up now. Oh, and rib first right into the ring apron. And here we go now, looking at Irish whip back into the ring. Wonder Kid, can he win the hardcore title? 1. No, only a 1 count. And here he goes now, Wonder Kid thinking Hurricanrana. No, but got caught. And Clark has a perfect opportunity here. As he's looking for that sit-out pile driver. But no, Wonder Kid able to counter. Here he goes. Oh, tombstone. Clark Oliver Morrison is in deep, deep trouble here. As Wonder Kid shot to the face, but no. But you thought you could get away from Wonder Kid. No. Wonder Kid around the post. Oh, that Wonder kick to the face. For a second time in this match, Wonder Kid goes in for the cover. Can he win the Hardcore Championship? 2. No. Clark able to get the shoulder up. Wonder Kid thought he had it again, but not this time. But Wonder Kid heading up top. Could he be thinking for it one more time? Oh, big elbow right to the spine. Rolls him over. Wonder Kid heading up top. What is he thinking here? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's the Wonder Cutter. Middle of the ring. Hooks the leg. Can he do it? 1, 2. No. Clark Oliver Morrison still hangs on after 2 Wonder Cutters. But now what does the Wonder Kid have to do here? Where does he go? Clark keeps kicking out. As the Wonder Kid now looking for a butterfly gutbuster. Here he goes up on the shoulder. Clark able to slide out and hit that reverse DDT. On Wonder Kid keeps getting back up, throws Clark over the top, but no. Clark hangs on, heads to the top rope. Looking to show that he can fly with a double axe handle. As Wonder Kid has been dominating thus far, and now Clark looking to hit the move that he couldn't before, the sit-out pile driver. But will that be enough to put away the Wonder Kid as Clark Oliver Morrison goes to the outside? Now looking for another weapon, but look how quick the Wonder Kid is back up as Clark pulls out a table. Clark not sure if he needed the table or not. Maybe he was looking for something else, but Wonder Kid got dropped spine first on the table. And now, oh, jacks the jaw and Hurricanrana up the ring ramp. This is an amazing match. Wonder Kid tried for a shooting star clothesline or something, but Clark able to counter. And here we go, back to the feet now. Back into the ring now. Clarko Morrison is in trouble. As the Wonder Kid kick to the leg. Looking Hurricane Rana DDT. Now hooking that head, looking for a hammerlock DDT. And straight into the cover. Can he do it? Can he get the 3? 1, 2. No, Clark able to hang on. As Wonder Kid now heading back to the top rope. Could the third time be the charm? No, he's going for the Wonder Splash. 1, 2, 3, and Wonder Kid has done it. He's won his first championship in NCW. That hardcore title, and what a name to win it from. You can't get better than that. As Wonder Kid gave everything to this match. This was like a pay-per-view quality moment, a passing of the torch almost. But now that means the hardcore title match, as we can see for the foreseeable future, is a triple threat match at NCW Revenge. Clark Oliver Morrison, Low-Ki Suzuki, and the new NCW Hardcore Champion, the Wonder Kid. As he stands tall with the most extreme prize in NCW history, that beautiful, blood-soaked Hardcore Championship. I reckon that was a pretty great hardcore championship match. And now we slow down the pace with women's action. Man, look at those eyes. They're like soulless. You know, it's like a 15-minute match. And here we go, number 1 contenders match for the NCW Women's Tag Team titles. And here comes the Barn Twins. They were unable to compete for the Tag Team titles at Chaos Mania 2 due to the fact that they lost to Ellie Harmon and Sharon Storm the week before. However, the women's tag team titles ended up in the hands of Akira Valentine and Selena Sokolov. And you got to think these two women would love to have that opportunity to slay the Beauty and the Beast. But first, they got to get through 2 former women's champions. But will their blood be stronger than the friendship of the Fallen Queen and the Deadly Rose? I was going to say Thorn. Why would I say that? That's a finishing move. And there is the NCW Women's Champion. Still have not removed that Zeta yet. I'll probably do it next season. But Amber James, she has been reigning supreme over the women's division, and she'd love to do that with extra gold in hand. She would love to do that with the women's tag team title as well as the NCW Women's Championship. And it all starts tonight if she can become #1 contender alongside her bestie. But are they still besties after their match at Chaos Mania? Yes, it was great. It was grueling. It took a lot out of both women, but no one wants to come in second place when it involved a championship on the biggest stage. And that's what Cynthia Moore had to deal with. The fact that she is second best to Amber James right now. But the question is that defeat gonna be an issue on Cynthia Moore's mind? Or is it the fact that she has an opportunity to become Women's Tag Team Champion if they can win here tonight? Current Women Tag Team Champions. So you gotta think, if they can get that opportunity again, that history will repeat itself and they will become the next and new NCW Women's Tag Team Champions. But what stands between them and the Beauty and the Beast is the Barn Twins. And unfortunately for Cynthia Moore, she didn't get another opportunity to become #1 contenders for that women's title last week, where we saw a fatal four-way between the women's tag team champions and Ellie Hartman alongside her tag team partner in a fatal four-way match. But the women's champions start things off. Snap suplex to Sarah Barnes. Wait, is the yellow one Sarah or is the yellow one Sonia? Sarah. Okay, so I was right. It's Sarah Barnes. But Sarah Barnes now in control of the women's champion. Trying to drag her back to her corner, but big mistake there. Amber James able to escape those vicious elbow strikes. And here we go. Oh, fisherman driver. Amber James now has her back up. But, ooh, Sarah Barnes able to jack the jaw there, looking for a Hurricanrana. And slings it towards her corner. That is great control there as she makes the tag to Sonia. And here comes the redhead sister. And a snap suplex by the women's champion, still showing dominance. But you gotta think it's hard to swap between tagging and facing each other. And that's what the current women's champion and her former #1 contender has to deal with. Because their last matches in an NCW ring was against each other. And now they got a team together. A, on the positive side, they know each other so well that they can team together. B, they know how much damage they did to each other in that match, and you gotta think 2 Fallen Queen elbow strikes could have been enough to do some serious damage. Here we go, back up. Sonia in trouble now. Cynthia Moore looking to slam her into that top turnbuckle. She tried to make the run for the tag, but no, or crawl for the tag, I should say. And Cynthia Moore still dominating. Here we go. Pendulum backbreaker right over the knee. That's going to cause some trouble there down the trouble, but here we go. Cynthia Moore heading top rope. But Sarah Barnes pushing her off. And look at that. Cynthia Moore taking things into her own hands for being pushed off the top rope. But Sonya has that opportunity to take control of the match now. After her sister was taken out with that hangman neckbreaker. As she hooks the head now, looking to go through with that armbar. And then drops her knees down. But Cynthia Moore able to fight her off. Here we go, up on the top of the shoulders. Down for that fireman's carry cutter. But the question is, what does Cynthia Moore do here? She's wasting precious time. But is she trying to send a message to the current women's champion and her tag team partner that she is the top of the team? That she doesn't need a tag team partner to become the women's tag team champions. Here we go, looking for a pendulum. No, sidewalk slam. And Sonya Barnes makes the tag to her sister Sarah. And here we go, tries for a lariat, misses. Oh, but catches the second one. Cynthia trying to crawl away. With Sarah now heading up. No, yes, Sarah heading up to the second rope. Amber James tried to throw the punch but missed. And Sarah tried to go for the pin, but no, not even a 1 count. But here we go, Hurricanrana taking down the blonde Barnes twin. And now Cynthia looking to end it. But no, able to fight out. And here we go, a Russian leg sweep. Cynthia Moore in trouble now, but continuing to fight back. Here we go, scoops her up, no, slides out the back, looking back suplex, but still won't let Cynthia Moore make that tag, and why would you? But here we go, Irish whip into the corner. And here we go with the twins looking for the double backstabber, and that could be it. But Cynthia Moore hooks the leg. Oh, and Amber James able to break things up. And here we go. Oh, reverse DDT takes out the women's champion. As Cynthia Moore is still recovering from that double backstabber. 2 knees right to the spine. And here we go. Missile dropkick by Sonya Barnes. Now, looking, oh, for that elevated facebuster. Cynthia Moore rolled over for the cover. This could be it. Looking at the next #1 contenders for the tag team titles. No, Cynthia able to get the shoulder up just in the nick of time. But here we go, Cynthia Moore fighting back. Oh, cutter. But breaks the eyes. And here we go, Irish whip now into the corner. Cynthia Moore able to escape. Shot to the face. Sonya able to get out of it. Oh, and a vicious back suplex. Look at this, trying to crawl. Sonya, is she making a mistake here? But there's the tag, and here comes the women's champion. Amber James throws a punch and missed. The women's champion got caught and hung up to dry on that top rope. Tag made to Sarah. As the Barnes twins are dominating. This sisterhood is stronger than a couple of fake friends. Big forearm there. Oh, and a missile dropkick. And another one. And here we go, shot to the face now. Leg sweeping STO into the cover. 1, 2. Able to get the shoulder up. Amber James thought she had the match won right there and then there. Here we go. Pop-up Meteora. But I don't know if you want to be mocking the women's champion. As she goes for the eyes. Shot to the face now. Looking back suplex. Dropped Sarah Barnes right on her head. And here we go. Ooh, vicious stomp there. And a big elbow right to the top of the head. As Amber James looking for the ending, looking for the deadly thorns. And here we go. Straight to the heart of Sarah Barnes. As her sister's hanging on to that top rope, trying not to fall off due to how much she's exhausted, but ooh, nearly 3 seconds later, and we nearly had number one contenders for those tag team titles. And look at this. Right in the corner of her tag team partner. And, ooh, massive elbow right to the knee there. And here we go, big clothesline over the top rope. Sarah has her up. We're gonna pick her up for a face buster. And look at that. Just disrespecting the women's champion. And fired into the corner now. Doesn't go for... I don't know if she tried to go for a tag or not, but Amber James was able to get out of trouble. Tag made. Snap mare. Oh, and a big boot. And tag made to Sonya. Oh, big backdrop there. But Sonya. With Sonya now thinking of, oh, thought she might have been going Hurricane, but no, went for a back suplex. And here we go. That lifting facebuster. And now Sonya Barnes thinks that she can end it here. We're going to make a statement here. She flips over into the crossface, but no, foot under the bottom rope. Shot to the face, no, counter, forearm. Cynthia Moore has her up on the shoulders, looking for that fireman's carry cutter. And now looking ahead, top rope. Can she put it all away here? Looking to hit the fallen Queen's elbow. And quickly crawls into the pin, looking for the cover. 1, 2, 3, no, able to get the shoulder up. Just in the nick of time. That's how important these number one contenders opportunities are. Because you don't know when you can get another opportunity just to become a number one contender. But things are about to go bad to worse. From the fallen Queen's elbow to the deadly thorns of Amber Rose, and that could be it, right to the heart once again of Sonya Barnes. As the women's champ hooks the leg, 1, 2, 3, and Amber James and Cynthia Moore are your number one contenders for the NCW Women's Tag Team titles. Amber James will be doing double duty, defending the women's title while competing for the women's tag team titles. Look at the eyes. She knew what was going on. But it looks like the feud for the women's title has been set to the side for now, because it's all about those women tag team titles, at least in the eyes of Emma James and Cynthia Moore. We move on. Man, it's only been like, what, 45 minutes and already only 2 matches in? Man, if only Raw booked their matches like this instead of a half an hour fucking talking. Let's start Raw. Speaking of, Raw's on later. Then I won't watch it. And here we go. Ah, I hit the wrong one. Here we go. And here we go, the second ladder warfare match. Youthful Assassins already have an opportunity to become #1 contenders. But the question is, will they have to fight for it? Or will they be able to pick the stipulation as the first ever Grand Slam champion of NCW, Alexander Leonardo Davidson, is on the scene representing a third of the British Empire. In this ladder warfare, he is teamed with Adam Sabin. Bye-bye. As he is looking to add another tag team title to his already impressive resume. The first ever NCW World Champion, a United States Champion, a Champion of Champions, a Tag Team Champion, 3-time Hardcore Champion. And he's looking to become another tag team champ alongside his former rival Adam Sabin. At this time last year, they were feuding over that hardcore title. Just 1 year removed, and now they're teamed together, looking to become tag team champions. But of course, that all depends on Alexander Leonardo Davidson climbing that ladder and taking down that briefcase to face off against the Youthful Assassins next week. But this man's part of a makeshift team, but it makes all the sense in the world. The adorable one, Damian Rolando, part of Adorable Royalty alongside Andy Cox, a former NCW Hardcore champion. Damian Rolando looking to become tag team champion. But is it possible? Is the question. I mean, you've got 7 other hungry stars in this match, and I'm pretty sure ladders is not his forte. But hey, anything is possible in NCW, and if it can happen, it will happen. So we could be looking at the other half of the #1 contenders match next week for the tag team titles. Anyway, enough of that. This is a ladder match. There's 8 people coming to the ring. We got to make some time somewhere. I think after all the entrances, it'll probably be like 10 minutes. But either way, the fans are waiting for the third entrance into this match. And it is the former and record holding 6-time United States champion and a former 2-time champion of champions. We're talking about the money maker Dizzle B, and he's teamed up with Big Money Mundo coming into this ladder warfare pretty much. But the question is, can they earn themselves a tag team title opportunity? As Dizzle B now focused on becoming a champion alongside his bodyguard. But the question is, can he climb that ladder? The last time we saw him climb a ladder, it was to become the champion of champions. But can he do it tonight is the question. Well, if he can climb the ladder again, then he will become, well, he and Big Money Mundo will become half of next week's #1 Contenders tag match against the Youthful Assassins. Look at that, he makes it rain gold everywhere he goes. But will it rain gold for him tonight? That's 3 down. And here comes number 4. Here comes Kyle Andrews, part of that Travis Dyer tag team. Has yet to accomplish anything in NCW, but he has had some impressive matches. Being a former #1 contender for the Cruiserweight title, has challenged for the Hardcore title. And now, if he can climb that ladder, he has a golden opportunity to become tag team champion. But the road ahead of him will be a hard one. No doubt. It is not for the faint of heart. You got to win this 8-man match filled with former champions and legends. And then, you got to defeat the Youthful Assassins to earn yourself a #1 Contenders opportunity. And then, and only then, less than a week later, you have to face one of the most dangerous tag teams we've ever seen in NCW's history. We're talking about the Manhunter and Trevor Lee White. We're talking Kings of Darkness. And if you can beat them, then you can be at the top of the mountain of the tag team division. The question is, does Travis Dyer, does Kyle Andrews, do they have what it takes to make it all the way to the tag team titles? But that's 4 down. We got 4 to go. And who's this? Is one half of the NXW Tag Team Champions, recapturing the gold on Season 2, Episode 1. After the titles were vacated by the former champions, he and his tag team partner won the belts back in a fatal 4-way tag team match. And now they are looking to add more gold to their collection as 2-time NXW Tag Team Champions. They are looking to become NCW Tag Team Champions. The question is, can they do it? They've already got one half of the number one contender's opportunity. He doesn't even need to be here, but he would love to get his hands on that stipulation. I mean, you need any advantage you can get against the current NCW Tag Team Champions. But the question is, what kind of stipulation would the Youthful Assassins pick? Look at that goal. It is beautiful. I believe that was the number. Speaking of someone who's been at the top of the mountain, here comes the flashy Tony Natoli, tag team partners with Flynn Adams as part of the Chick Magnets. Look at him cruise to the ring. He knows what it's like to be a tag team champion, but he doesn't know what it's like in an environment such as this, because when he was tag team champion, there was only a handful of tag teams. But he and Flynn Adams did defeat the first ever NCW Undisputed Champions to win those tag team titles. But the question is, can they do it again? Can they become two-time NCW Undisputed Tag Team Champions? Quick entrance, surprisingly enough. They take longer as a fucking tag team. And here comes Oscar, representing the French Alliance, alongside Tizza as his tag team partner. The big man, the heavy hitter, Oscar would love to climb that ladder and take down that briefcase to give French Alliance an opportunity to become tag team champions. But does this big French giant have what it takes to knock down 7 other men and climb that ladder to retrieve that briefcase? Be the biggest victory in his career thus far. Be, I believe, his only victory thus far. And look at that, just stands tall. You can't teach that. And I think there's one more. And that is the former NXW Internet Champion. And yep, that's him, Sosa Kennedy, coming to the ring, currently being teamed up with Kaz, as Sosa would love to win his first piece of gold here on the main roster. A former internet champion, the man who slayed Dave Rogers at NCW's Warzone, no, NXW Warzone, to become internet champion until he lost that title to James Falcon. Well, look at him, he is ready to go tonight. If he can climb that ladder, it'll definitely be a huge upgrade. Well, if he climbs it and takes the briefcase, it'll be a huge upgrade from being a developmental champion. But it's only a piece to the puzzle, as all 8 men are in the ring and hell's about to break loose. As the Oscar going straight for Sosa, throwing him out of the ring. With Damian Rolando going after Kyle Andrews. Dizzle B going off the... That looks like Tony Natoli. Oh, and just stumped him into the ground. Neck breaker there by Kyle. And Alexander Leonardo Davidson going after one half of the Youthful Assassin, Zach Miller. It's like, on the outside, no one can be bigger than me. Tony Natoli and Diz, and no one can be flashier than me. I have no idea what's going on between Zach Miller and Alexander Leonardo Davidson. But I guess Damian Rolando and Kyle Andrews, that's just, no one can be more perfect than I am. But Alexander already taken to the outside. As Tony Natoli now going after the first ever NCW World Champ. The 6-time US Champ going after the probably one of the biggest men in this match. And the current NXW Tag Team Champion. With Zach Miller raking the eyes. Oh, and a big Uranagi on the outside. There's so much action to call. And no one's even going for a ladder yet. I don't see why you would. The first part of this match is going to be all about weakening the odds for everyone else. As Diz takes out the leg of Zach Miller. Sosa with that dancing leg drop right across the chest of Oscar. And now going up the ring ramp. And oh, big leg drop there, but on the outside by Tony Natoli. Damian Rolando looking for that super kick, but no luck. Zach Miller with that big swinging Uranagi slam. And here we go. Looking exploder on the outside on the ring ramp. I mean, on the entrance ramp. By Sosa to Oscar as they finally come back to the ringside area. And look at this. Kyle Andrews with the suplexes on the inside. Fishman suplex. To end that trifecta. Butterfly suplex by Alexander. Drops Diz out on the top rope. Zach Miller dominating the former champion. Look at Oscar, picked him up. Looking for that walk. Side slam. And everyone is just being annihilated here. Oscar now looking to scoop up Sosa. Sosa able to counter. Kyle Andrews backstabber. As he makes a bail for the outside, finally grabbing a ladder. And Sosa just going to town on Oscar with these elbow drops. Tony Natoli swipes the ladder, shot to the back of the head of Kyle Andrews. As Diz comes in, the two veterans scared Natoli a little bit. As Natoli got greeted with that ladder. And Damian Rolando now heading up top rope. Oh, big elbow there by Rolando. And here we go, Irish whip over the top rope. Alexander tried for a super kick, ate a ladder instead. As Sosa in the ring alone right now. Setting up that ladder, looking to climb. But can he bring down the briefcase? As Sosa now looking to win this opportunity. But Dizzle B looking to meet him up on the top rope. These two friends, real life, almost like brothers. But we've seen what Diz will do with a brother. As he's looking to step over everyone to become one half of the #1 contenders match alongside his bodyguard. But there goes Diz, crashing to the floor below. As Alexander trying to drag Sosa down. But Sosa still trying to cling to that briefcase. Trying to hang on. And now Alexander with that powerbomb says that's it, that's done. And now I have an opportunity to bring down this briefcase. Wait, we're missing. No, there he is, trying to beat up Oscar, but no one there to stop Alexander. Can he bring it down? As Kyle Andrews looks to be the only one to challenge him. No one else is actually focused on that briefcase right now. But what does Alexander do here? Oh, these two just firing off and off. But when will one fall? Chop after chop. But Alexander now, what is he thinking? He's just staring down Kyle Andrews, shot to the face. Is he going to push him? Oh, Tony Natoli getting involved now. Drags him down. Now looking to push out the ladder. As Sosa heads up, but no. Kyle Andrews wins the briefcase. It'll be him and Travis Dyer taking on the Useful Assassins next week for the #1 contenders opportunity. But I'm pretty sure the Useful Assassins were trying to screw someone on the outside. Not sure who it was. Look at that big Russian leg sweep there. But I said all odds were against this man, and he proved me wrong tonight. But now, here comes a real question. Can he become #1 contender alongside his tag team partner, Travis Dyer? You know, those tag team matches don't actually go as long as I thought they would. Here we go, singles action. And this is going to be one hell of a match. Because we got the power of the 6-man tag team champions. The Monster, Spike Masters, the Greenhead Psycho, whatever you want to call him. He is just not one man you want to step into the ring with. And here they come through the crowd. And there is Spike Masters, however, not in a pleasant mood due to the fact that he lost the first round match in the Veterans Cup to the Intercontinental Champion Tony Lee Williams. But you see the two men who are moving on to the second round. You're looking at Tyson Steele, you're looking at Drew Kennedy, who defeated pretty much everything that has to go on with that King of the Ring championship picture. Drew Kennedy beat the King of the Ring champion. Tyson Steele completely destroyed Joey Hartman. But here comes the man that Spike Masters will be facing, the ace of New Japan, the man with the fabulous hair and the greatest air guitar going around, Hiroshi Tanahashi, as you see Okada and Naito in the background cheering him on, because those three men will be challenging Unstable for those 6-man tag team titles. Okada won an opportunity to challenge any champion he wanted, but you know what Okada is like. He wants to prove that he is the best, and how do you do that? You beat the men standing at the top of the mountain for 7 straight months. But he needed some allies, he needed backup, and what better backup than these old rivals, now allies. But can New Japan's best defeat the Madmen of Unstable? As next episode in that NCW Veterans Cup, we will see Drew Kennedy take on the Rainmaker, and we will see Tyson Steele take on David Cassidy in the second round. And you know they're gonna be great matches. But this size match, this does not work for Tanahashi. But Tanahashi has a game plan. Take out that leg, take out the power of Spike Masters, but Spike easily able to push Tanahashi down, and here he goes, big suplex. It's Tanahashi getting picked up to his knees, and now Spike looking, oh, rib breaker. And Tyson Steele staring down the Rainmaker and the troublemaker of New Japan. But Tanahashi firing back with that big forearm. But the question is, would you consider it a massive upset if Tanahashi beats Spike Masters tonight? Because he is the more expert veteran. But then, you think Spike Masters, 450 pounds, 7 feet of pure destruction, being defeated by someone much smaller than him. Not to mention losing 2 single matches back to back. You gotta think that's gonna destroy some of the mystique that is Spike Masters. Oh, and a massive suplex. Driving him down into the ground. Spike now looking for an Irish whip. Oh, and sending Tanahashi straight to Naito. And Naito staring down Spike Masters. They have a history with each other, because Naito defeated Spike Masters to win the NCW Hardcore Championship. Oh, and straight into that barricade. Spike Masters showing no fear, as Okada standing back there. I don't think he wants to get involved with the big man. Not when he's got to go up against Drew Kennedy later on in the week. But here comes Drew Kennedy thinking of getting his hands involved on the ace of New Japan. Oh, but Tanahashi, big headbutt there, but Spike Masters not even phased as he throws him back into the ring. Oh, and a massive leg drop right to the arm. That's like, who knows how much a leg weighs when it's Spike Masters. I don't know, I'm reckoning about 40, 50 pounds across the arm. But look at Okada now getting involved. And Tanahashi looking to take full advantage with that hammerlock lariat. And now Tanahashi has Spike by the back of the head now, looking to use those ropes as an advantage. And now, can he get him up? Oh, big deadlift suplex there. Shot to the face. Looking for the camel clutch. Oh, not the camel clutch, the cobra clutch. But Spike Masters is easily able to get out of it. And here we go, merry-go-round. That's the most painful ride you'll ever take. Spike Masters once again looking to break that arm. You gotta think weaken him so that he has got an injured wing coming into that 6-man title match. That's why Tyson Steele sent in his biggest war machine. But look at this, Cobra Clutch again. And this time, nails a Russian leg sweep. Big elbow right across the lower back. Has him up, but Spike able to counter. Rolls away. Running forearm, staggered the big man. But an Irish whip into the corner now. I think Spike nearly pulled out his leg there with that big boot. But what does Tanahashi do here? Goes to the corner and gloats. Is that wise? For the man with the greatest hair in pro wrestling. And here we go. Oh, reverse suplex. Inverted suplex, whatever you want to call it. Looking sling blade. And now Tyson Steele gets involved. It's Okada now. What's he thinking here? Sure, he's in a chair, but you think Tanahashi would use a weapon? There he goes. Neckbreaker. Oh. Tanahashi with the chair shot. I guess they're willing to do whatever it takes as Tanahashi heads to the top rope, looking for a corkscrew senton. Not what I was expecting, but 1, 2, and Spike able to kick out. I honestly thought Tanahashi was going to go for the high-low flow, but no, did not go for it. What is he thinking here? Looking for a big swing. Speaking of a merry-go-round, the Tanahashi swing. But can he go for the... No, Tyson's still there to make sure referee doesn't go for the count there. Tanahashi almost could have had that match won. Rolling senton off the second rope. But as it stands, the 3-man alliance of the New Japan pros, they've been doing more of the cheating than the actual unstable have been. And here we go, Spike's spear. Is that enough to rip Tanahashi in half? 1, 2, 3, and Spike Masters with the win, even with a chair, even with the Okada assist. You see Naito on the outside soaking in that situation that one of their best was just ripped in half. No matter what they did, chair shots, high flying moves, big swings, sling blades, it was not enough to put down Spike Masters. But can we truly answer that with an honest yes? It wasn't enough, because Tyson Steele was there running the entire situation. He is a madman. He rules that ring with his mind, with his ruthless attitude. Every ring is his unstable asylum. But will that be the case at NCW Revenge? Where are we going? About an hour and 15 minutes. And we're up to match 5. What do we got? This fatal 4-way match. And a 6-man tag match. And here we go. The man who won the second annual Chaos Mania Battle Royale. I was going to say Drew McIntyre, but no, it's Diego Crimson, tag team partner of Angel Jr. and one of the #1 contenders for the NCW Undisputed title. It doesn't matter whether he's got to go through Gutter, whether he's got to go through DJ Young, whether he's got to go through both to win that title. But he said the more victims, the better, because he has a beef with both those men. Well, Gutter, as he wants to be called now, was the man who took away that Money for Chaos briefcase ladder. I mean, that briefcase match. Well, briefcase in that ladder match. Blech. Not to mention, Gutter also took away Diego's father's world title. If you remember back in Season 1, Aaron Crimson, former world champ Gutter, was the man who slayed him that wasn't named Kenny Omega. And now, boots on the other foot, he wants to end Gutter, and he wants to take away his possible last shot at that world title in Season 2. But tonight, he has the best chance to injure him going into that triple threat match. As you see the former undisputed champion, Gutter, making his way to the ring now. Only man in history to go back-to-back main events of Chaos Mania. Even though he did lose both of them, it's still an impressive feat to be the main event of our biggest show of the year. But Gutter now, making his way to the ring. Who knows what he's thinking here, looking to do some damage, looking to size up his opponent, maybe a countermeasure for the power game that is Diego Crimson. But we're missing one more factor. You can call him the X Factor of NCW. You can talk about DJ Young, because he is missing in this match. But Gutter, on episode 44 in the second round of the Veterans Cup, he will have DJ Young one-on-one. And next week, Diego will have DJ Young one-on-one on episode 45. And here we go, sizing off middle of the ring. Gutter nearly stands toe-to-toe with Diego. But they are not in the same weight class. Diego a heavyweight, Gutter light heavyweight. Oh, and I thought we were going to get a clean break there, but no. Diego with the right hand to the face. And here we go, that neck assist. Inverted suplex. Gutter goes down hard. And Diego now hooks that head. No, goes for the leg instead. Snaps it back. You don't normally see a power star go for the legs like that. But it is a good way to cut down speed, a good way to cut down power of a multi-technical star like Gutter. He can fly, he can strike, he can grapple, he can try to outpower you. But Gutter thought he was trying to bait him in there, but no. Diego took advantage. Powerful Irish whip into the corner. But Gutter able to jack the jaw. Oh, and a massive kick to the side of the head. Tried for a stomp, got caught with the right hand. Here he goes. Able to float over, up on the shoulders, 5 minutes carry, takedown, and into the pin cover. One, but Diego easily able to kick out. Gutter had a huge victory over Eddie Knight last week in that, no, last week, 2 weeks ago, in that Veterans Cup first round. And now, looking to go top rope here, looking to fly, looking for a blockbuster. And speaking of the Veterans Cup, let's go to the Rookies Cup, because next episode we're only going to get the 4 matches of the second round of the Veterans Cup. That means the Rookies Cup will take a 1 week breather, because we're going to have the finals of the Veterans Cup and the Rookies Cup at NCW Revenge as well. On the main card, on the second day, we will have the Rookie versus the Veteran King match to determine who will be the #1 contender at NCW VN for the undisputed title. That means next episode we will see Tony Lee Williams versus Lucha Rainbow, Tyson Steele versus David Cassidy, Drew Kennedy versus Okada, and we will see Gutter versus DJ Young. But what kind of condition will both those men be in? Because DJ Young, he has a 6-man tag team war match against Death Club later on tonight. Same with Tony Lee Williams. What kind of situation will he be in? Because that Iron Man match with Eddie Knight busted his ribs. He's coming in injured into a tag war match. And not to mention, he accepted a Intercontinental title match against Cody Simmons in a death cage at Revenge to finally put that war to an end. But these two men going toe to toe on the outside, back and forth, destroying each other with barricades and steel steps alike. But finally the match back in the ring as Gutter now. Oh, tried for a super kick, got caught. Big forearm. Here Crimson looking for a superplex to the outside. Oh, and that impact on that thinly padded concrete floor. That's going to hurt both these men, but Gutter more than Diego, because Gutter took the bigger fall, being the recipient of that superplex. And here we go. Overhead belly to belly suplex into the ring apron. Nearly launched him back into the ring with that move. But we're back in the ring, and Gutter is down. Look at that, he's like dead meat being dragged around. Maybe he shouldn't have taken this match with Diego, because this man who dismantles the future is looking to destroy the past. Diego basically trying to make a mission. NCW's legacy will be Diego. And look at that, Gutter trying to pick him up, but no, could not get the big man up. But that lifting DDT. But Gutter doing everything in his power to stop the power game of Diego Crimson as he goes for the cover. One. But no, the man with the dragon tattoo able to kick out. But where does he go from here? Here he goes, springboard frog splash to the back. Gutter now has him up. But Diego able to reverse. And how wise to roll away, floats over. DDT plants. Diego Crimson are now looking to charge up for a 450 splash. As it stands, Gutter's just trying to survive if he looks to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 450. But off the second one, he goes for the cover, but Diego under the bottom rope, easily able to kick out. As Diego finally gets him off him, but no. Gutter back on him. This time into a Boston Crab. Middle of the ring, a referee face to face with Diego asking, "Do you want to quit?" Diego, not a man to tap. He's easily able to force a break with his own leg power. Here we go. Swings him out into a face buster. Has Gutter looking... Where is Gutter going? Gutter's all over the map. And he just drops in for the pin. Don't think Diego was expecting that. I thought Diego was probably thinking he was going to go high or something. I said he ran around like he was high. His Gutter nails the super kick. Drags him out middle of the ring. Will that be enough to put away Diego for tonight's singles bout? And no, Diego able to kick out at the 2. But here we go, Gutter looking to end it. Kick to the body. Looking for the powerbomb. Gutter. And that could be it. Looking to hook the leg. Will that be enough to put him away? 1, 2. No, Diego able to get the shoulder up. But for a mismatch, the Speed is currently defeating the power of Diego. As Gutter heads up to the second rope now. Looking for a Phoenix Splash. And here he goes, looking to scoop him up. Diego, reverse DDT, plants Gutter. But Gutter jacks the jaw, still surviving, still hanging on here. Picks him up. Diego, what the hell? They're like merging together. But Diego now looking to hit him with a move that Gutter knows all too well. That Crimson Clothesline. Picked it up from his daddy. But, oh, Gutter acting like he wasn't even hit with that move. And a big knockout blow there. Gutter heading out up to the top rope. Crimson on the outside. Gutter looking to fly. Elbow strike to the back of the head. Both men down. Gutter from hitting the ground. Diego from being hit in the back of the head. But Gutter, first man back to his feet. And this has been a back and forth brawl as the match goes back into the ring now. Back elbow. Super kick. That busted Diego wide open. Diego, the blood just pissed him off. Like a bulging red. He is about to destroy, but Gutter looking to fight him off. Try for a kick to the body. Got a dragon screw instead. And now Diego looking to put him down. Kick to the body. And looking for the Crimson Slayer. And that could be it. Hooking the leg. Can he pin the former undisputed champion? Yes, he can. Diego continues his roll of destruction. But you know that took a lot out of him. As Diego, ever since winning that Battle Royale, has been on a roll of pure devastation. Can anyone stop Diego Crimson? And just think, Diego didn't even have Angel Jr. on his side tonight. But big powerbomb cutter there. But even though he took the powerbomb Gutter, Diego stood tall by nailing him with that Crimson Slayer. Look at that. He looks like a man built to become world champion. And that's exactly what he plans to do at NCW Revenge against the man he just beat and the undisputed champion, DJ Young. But onwards to number one contender action. Now look at this all-star stutter screen of men ready to become cruiserweight champion. Well, we got some time. Don't forget, season 3 of NCW will be coming in around 6 weeks. 6 of 5? 6 weeks, I think. Either way, if you have any creative wrestlers that you would like to see in NCW compete with the best of the best, you can use that hashtag NCW on the PlayStation community or on the WWE 2K19 PlayStation community to upload your characters. Make sure in the description box you put Neo Chaos Wrestling so I know that you want to join this company. Also, you can hit me up on Twitter at NeoExtreme22 or our NCW Twitter page, NCWXTREME. Anyway, onwards with our match. And here comes a man who knows what it's like to chase the title, and he knows what it's like to be chased. A former light heavyweight champion, a former intercontinental champion, and a former United States champion, Corvo Jack, ready to become cruiserweight champion. But the question is, what kind of mindset will he be in after his war with Unstable? I mean, we haven't seen him since the Chaos Mania Battle Royale. And the last time we saw him in a big time match was when he fought Tyson Steele in a submission street fight to try to regain the United States title. It's been a month since he's been in a ring that wasn't a Battle Royale. So is there ring rust? Actually, no, that's not true. We saw him against Okada. And Okada destroyed him. Oh, I wouldn't say destroy, but Okada won. But that's one man. We got 3 more. And here comes a 3-time NCW Hardcore Champion. He calls himself the best wrestler in a while, and he's proven it time and time again. El Tactical. And you know, when it comes to big time matches, when it comes to becoming number 1 contender, this man can do it. This man's specialty is Fatal 4-Ways. Well, you'd have to believe it is, because he's won 2 of his titles in a... No, he's won 1 of his titles in a Fatal 4-Way. He's defended 1 of his titles in a Fatal 4-Way. He's become number 1 contender for the Cruiserweight title before in a number 1 contenders match. Not to mention, climbs the ranks in tournaments. Even though he did lose in the first round of the Rookies Cup, it was to Sean O'Connor. Sadly, unable to defeat the Viking. Well, we'll find out if Kid Stack can put down the big man next week. But here comes a man who would love to get himself back in that Cruiserweight title picture against a man he resents with all his heart. The roll-up kid was the man who took away his one-on-one Cruiserweight Championship opportunity. So how good would it feel if you Cruiserweight Championship at NCW Revenge? And what a name for a pay-per-view that would be for this man. Not to mention his best friend Diego could become Undisputed Champion. He would love to walk side by side, ruling NCW's 2 top divisions. Undisputed Champion, Cruiserweight Champion. They would definitely be the future of NCW. But he's got to be the last man standing in this fatal 4-way match. And 2 of his opponents, both former champions. Not former Cruiserweight champions, but former champions nonetheless. He calls himself the Nightmare of the Cruiserweights. And that exactly fits him perfectly. Or will he be a nightmare to the 3 men in this ring? As we got the ladies' man, Frankie Stevens. But you know, if you're a man like Frankie, if you know that the girl that you've been dating has been doing better than you, you got to step up your game, and that's what Frankie's looking to do tonight. Because Amber James, current women's champion, current #1 contenders for the women's tag team title. But what has Frankie done? Well, he's looking to become Cruiserweight champion side by side with his top girl. But of course, he's going to be in the ring with 3 top stars, but you know he has that survival instinct to hang on, because he came, I believe it was 4th or 5th, I think it was 5th in the B block of the All-Stars tournament. I think it was DJ Young, Loki Suzuki, Seth Goldman, and Cody Simmons, then Frankie Stevens. Frankie started real strong with about 7 straight wins. Then started losing match after match. I think he lost to Hiroshi Tanahashi, DJ Young, Seth Goldman, Cody Simmons, and Christian Rainey. But tornado DDT there by Angel Jr. to Corvo Jack. El Texaco looking to tap out Frankie Stevens straight in the middle of the ring. Well, not in the middle, but near the middle. Too early in this one to go for a submission. You've got the French main event, you've got the Nightmare of the Cruiserweights, you've got the ladies man, and you've got the self-proclaimed the best wrestler in a while. And they will be all looking for an opportunity at the current King of the Cruiserweights, the 3-time Cruiserweight champion, the roll-up kid. Straight into a barricade. Oh, big lariat there. And while the roll-up kid is focused on the Rookies Cup, it'll be the best opportunity to take advantage. As Corvo Jack getting shoved right into that barricade, but able to fight him off. There's all 4 men now in the corner of the outside of the ring. Don't know what you'll run into, stairs, barricades, or each other. Hell, if someone throws you hard enough into the ring post. It looks like they're all back in the ring, excluding Corvo Jack, but he's back in now. Looking to go after the ladies man. Back breaker, neck breaker combination, and there goes Frankie. Corvo now looking to go after Angel Jr. And here we go now, Irish whip into the corner. Corvo kicks him down. Sizing him up here, leg drop across the neck. For being hung over the top rope, El Texaco tried to go top rope. Took a kick there. Frankie, German suplex, dumping Corvo on the back of his head. El Texaco flew overhead, and I think he nailed Corvo with that elbow drop. This action is going to be quick pace. We know that much because these are cruiserweights. These are the four of the best cruiserweights. Corvo Jack now nails him down, looking for another leg drop. This time to Frankie as he swings past El Texico and nails him. Heading up second rope now. Frankie in trouble. Corvo, tried to drop the forearm and caught Angel Jr. in the back of the knee, but Frankie was able to avoid. What's Corvo Jack thinking here? Irish whip across the ring now. Looking at catching. Nope. Thought he was going to hit him with something, but no. Continuing Irish whipping him across the ring, back and forth, back and forth. Shoulder tackle in the corner there. And here we go, Irish whip. Angel Jr. tried to get involved there. Looks like they're double teaming the former light heavyweight champion. Backbreaker, neckbreaker to Corvo, and now we're down to Frankie and Angel Jr. right now. Here we go, up against the ropes. El Texico looking to get involved. And here we go, snapmare into the rolling roundhouse. Ooh, that could be it for Texico. As Angel Jr. rolls him over, but Frankie takes out the referee as Angel ducked that drop kick. And here we go, Falcon Arrow, but a ladies' man to the Nightmare of the Cruiserweights. And El Texico is in trouble, but more so Angel Jr. as he was able to avoid that kneeling super kick. El Texico tried to kick the leg out, eventually caught Corvo on the side of the head. Oh, and he jacks the jaw. Corvo now eats a European uppercut. Frankie begging Angel Jr. to bring it. And Angel Jr. indeed brought it. Here we go. El Texico looking for his 2 count. No, able to kick out. Oh no, what is Angel Jr. thinking? No, not an apron pile driver. Oh, that's got to be it. Off the apron, big pile driver. And El Texico thinking Texas toast to Corvo Jack. That could be it for the French main event. 1, 2, 3, and Corvo is eliminated first. And here we go, looking for the unlucky 13 to Frankie Stevens. 1, 2, but no, Frankie able to kick out after being dropped on his head, but Angel Jr. not done yet. As El Texico looking to get involved here. El Texico wants Frankie Stevens. But is it wise to get on the bad side of Angel Jr.? As Angel Jr. wants to put Frankie down. But El Texico will just not stay out of trouble. Oh, vicious neck breaker. Angel Jr. says, if you want to fight El Texico, I'll give you a face buster. As El Texico getting dragged to the middle of the ring, and now these vicious, slow, maniacal stomps by the Nightmare. Everyone would love to see that dream match between El Texico and the Roll-Up Kid. But Angel Jr., by the looks of things, looking ready to become #1 contender with the vicious knee strikes to the body of Frankie Stevens. And now just going to town, stomping away at the ladies' man. As El Texico stopped him in his tracks. Looking to pick the leg sweep. Oh, and a vicious knee breaker. As he just took out the biggest threat in the match. Potentially. As El Texico now thinking Shining Wizard to the back of the skull. But is that enough to put him down? Oh, Intigiri by Frankie. Just Frankie begging him to bring it. Look at him. For a man who is just being dominated, he is arrogant as hell. Tried to pick him up, no luck. El Texico spinning back kick. Shot to the face. Able to get out. Kick to the back of the knee. And Tiger suplex. 1, 2. El Texico able to get the shoulder up. If I was Angel Jr., I'd just let these two fight it out, but that's not the man Angel Jr. is. He likes to bring punishment. And he's going to do exactly that to El Texico. Here he goes, looking for a reverse. I thought he might have been looking for a reverse DD backbreaker, but no. Texico was able to get out of it. And he, nope. Oh, Texico thinking that he's a shining wizard. But will that cast a spell of victory upon El Texico? Will he become #1 contender? What is he doing? Oh, he's willing to do whatever it takes to become #1 contender. He can't let his opportunity slip away. That El Texico was willing to sacrifice his moral grounds to eliminate Angel Jr. But in a Fatal 4-Way, you have to do anything. Well, I guess it's a triple threat match now. Angel Jr. Oh, knocked out Frankie Stevens with that pop-up right hook, and now looking for the flipping 13, but no, Frankie able to block it. Knee to the midsection. And a pump handle gutbuster. Frankie now dragging him middle of the ring now. Stomp to the arm. And El Tex goes back with a leg drop to the back of the head. Here we go, looking to scoop him up. No. Frankie able to counter. Tried maybe a cutter. But caught El Texico slipping. Whatever you want to call that. SOS, powerbomb, whatever you want to call it. Not enough to put away Frankie. Look at this rivalry of red versus blue versus green. Kick to the knee. Looking shining wizard. But Frankie Stevens is in trouble here. Irish whip into the corner. Well, Frankie fights back, rolling kick to the face. Back elbow finally busts him open, and here we go. Looking Texas toes to the ladies, man. Will that be it? 1, 2, no. Able to kick out. El Texico nearly got his... But El Texico looking for the bridging crossface. Will he get him to submit? No. Frankie able to break the hold. But look who's behind him. The Nightmare has returned. And here comes El Texico, I believe, to save the day. I don't know. It's El Texico. He does what he wants. No man has control over the Texas Toast. The fuck are you doing, Junior? But either way, Texas Toast one more time. Will it be enough to beat Frankie Stevens? No. Frankie Stevens will not be denied tonight. But he's about to get his third slice of Texas Toast. And here he goes. One more time, Texas Toast hooks both legs. 1, 2, 3, and finally Frankie goes down. And look who's there to pick up the bones of a distracted Angel Ramirez. Straight jacket neck breaker. And he is soaking it in. He knows that this is his opportunity to get his hand on the man who screwed him over. There's Angel Jr. going top rope, looking to take out El Texico with a corkscrew moonsault. Picks up Texico, snapmare, the rolling roundhouse. Calls it the skull and crossbones. Now picks him up, straight into that facebuster. What does Angel Jr. do here? Does he try for the flipping DDT? Does he try for the unlucky 13? El Texical is crawling towards him. Trying to pick a fight with the man, but no. Here he goes. Unlucky 13. Oh, and that could be it. El Texical could be done. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, El Texical able to kick out. Angel Jr. can't believe it, but he did not get frustrated. He knows what El Texical is all about, because these men fought in the finals. Oh, here we go, looking for a roll-up. Can he get him? 1, 2. Oh, reverse. 1, 2. Ooh, nearly. These two men fought in the finals of the NCW Cruiserweight Tournament to crown the #1 contender to get a shot at that Cruiserweight title. The finals were these two men you see in the ring right now. And Angel Jr. came out on top, but that was back when El Texical had little ring experience, but then again, so did Angel Jr. But now, one of these two men is a former 3-time hardcore champion, the other is not. Who has the most experience now? As Angel Jr. gets flung back into the ring, El Texical, he's getting ready. But for what is the question? And here we go, dragging him across the ring now. Snapmare takedown. This has been one hell of a Cruiserweight #1 contenders match. And El Texico looking to put the final nail in the coffin. He wants that dream match. He wants Roll-Up Kid for that Cruiserweight title at NCW Revenge. And there it is. Texas Toast. 1, 2, 3. No. Angel Jr. will not let him have it that easily. El Texico now heading up to the second rope. What could he be thinking here? Maybe a high-risk maneuver. It's all or nothing for the #1 contendership. Here he goes. Tornado DDT. Planting the Nightmare. As he comes off the rope. Diving headbutt. Busted him open. Did he bust him open or did he bust himself? No, he busted Angel open. And here we go. Irish whip now into the corner. Back elbow. Looking to come off the top. Big diving clothesline. Angel Jr. has been hanging on with it by a thread, but so has El Texico as he tried for that snapmare roundhouse. Got caught. With that monkey flip of sorts, and here he goes, Shining Wizard right to the open wound. And that could be it for Angel Jr. El Texico knows that he needs to hit his best move. And he's going to do that. One more slice of Texas Toast. Hooks both legs. Can he get that #1 contender shot? 1, 2. No. Angel Jr. refusing to die right now. Here goes Northern Light Suplex. Doesn't go for the pinfall. But how much are these two men willing to give for that opportunity? Because Angel Jr. is bleeding so much. I don't even think he could make it to his match with Roll-Up Kid. Shot to the face. Able to get out of it. Kick to the back of the knee. Angel Jr. slugs him into the corner. Back elbow. Shot fired. Chop to the throat. Snapmare. Rolling roundhouse. Skulls and crossbones. As Angel Jr. now looking to use those ropes as an advantage. 1, 2, but no. El Texico able to get out of it this time. Looks ahead. Thinking, oh, straight into the drop toe hold face buster. El Texico now Irish whip into the corner. Thought he might have been thinking Texas Toast, but no. Springboard. Hurricanrana. Dragged him over to the ropes, looking for a cover, making sure he's between the ropes so he can't kick out. 1, 2, but, well, I mean, so we can't get a rope break, but Angel Jr. was still able to kick out, but the blood continues to flow down the face of Angel Jr. as these two rivals will just not stop. Oh, Texaco now thinking backbreaker, neck breaker combination. Last time we saw El Texaco in a great match like this, it was against Will Ospreay in the first round of the Cruiserweight Championship #1 Contenders Tournament for Chaos Mania, and here he goes one more time. Texas Toast. Will that be it? Dream match. Will it be confirmed? 2, 3, and El Texaco will face Roll-Up Kid at NCW Revenge. What a back and forth match this was. But Frankie Stevens, how did he keep going after being dropped on his head like that? But that was the moment Corvo Jack was eliminated. And then I think El Texaco got all the eliminations in this one. He no doubt proved he deserves this Cruiserweight Championship opportunity by beating 3 of the best Cruiserweights on the roster. But now we move on to our main event. Here we go. Who is ready for some war in our main event? Normally the only people we see in the war type stipulation is the tag team champions, or 6-man tag team champions, but here comes the NCW Undisputed Champion, the 2018 All-Stars Champion, the winner of multiple titles in his 2 years of being in the NCW, DJ Young, but finally he is at the top of the mountain. Championship after championship, this man has done it all. Or almost, outside of winning the King of the Ring Hardcore 6-man tag, United States. But, you know, he's done all the major things like Intercontinental Champion, first ever NCW Alpha Tag Team Champions, first ever Cruiserweight Champion, 3-time Light Heavyweight Champion. This man continues to add to his impressive resume, but he's got to defend an undisputed title inside a triple threat match And we've seen that juggernaut running through King Gutter. This man, DJ Young, defeated at Chaos Mania 2. And next week he will have to face Diego Crimson one-on-one. Just a few days short of that triple threat match, but he's also got to face Gutter in a couple of days on episode 44. There's going to be one hell of a match, I'm sure, in that non-title rematch in the Veterans Cup. But here comes a man who impressed last week by defending that NXW Championship, Bruce Kendrick. They call him the Weapon X, and you'll see why, because this man is completely devastating in his matches. Defeating X Connection. It was just two men for one title, and he defended that brand with honor. He wasn't willing to let some clown get their hands on that NXW Championship. But now is possibly going to be in perhaps a bigger, more dangerous match, because if any of his team is eliminated in this tag team war match, he will be at a disadvantage handicap wise. And you don't exactly want to be in a handicap situation with the Death Club. But Bruce Kendrick, he was kind of dragged into this rivalry between Kellyard Connection and Death Club. They needed a third man, and DJ Young picked his best from the NXW roster. And how much better can you get than the world champ? A man who will do great things here in NCW when the time comes. But first, he still has a career in NXW, which you can catch on NXW, which is on another YouTube page. Pretty sure if you look up NXW, you'll find it. But here comes a man who went through hell last week. The current Intercontinental Champion, Tony Lee Williams. If you're talking about a man who has done it all, this is that man who has done it all. First ever NCW Champion of Champions, 3-time NCW World Tag Team Champion. A former NCW World Champion, a former 2-time NCW Omega Tag Team Champion. The first ever NCW Undisputed Champion, former United States Champion, and a former Intercontinental Champion. This man has done it all, but at the moment, he is defending that Intercontinental title with pride, with bruised ribs due to that 13-minute Iron Man match with Eddie Knight last week. But his next title defense will come in the form of a death cage against a man we're about to see, Cody Simmons, the leader of Death Club. You can't forget about the Joker. You can't forget about the Muscle, the Assassin, Tommy A. Hawkins. And what they did at Chaos Mania, even though it was in a losing effort, they went toe-to-toe with the most dominant faction in NCW this season, Unstable, for those 6-man tag team titles. They came oh so close to doing what no team has done before, and that is end the championship reign. Last week, Cody Simmons had an opportunity to become NCW Undisputed Champion, but that was foiled at the combined rates of DJ Young and Bruce Kendrick. Joey Graves had a chance to destroy a certain developmental company by taking their world title away from them. Their top prize, their crown jewel, that could have fallen into his hands, but was not the case, thanks to the Weapon X. But this is not about titles tonight. It's not one-on-one, it's not tag team. Well, it is tag team, but it is 6-man tag team, even though there will be no tags. because it is time for war. And here we go. Bruce Kendrick going right after Cody Simmons. Joey Graves going right after Kenny Lee Williams. And DJ Young going right after Tommy A. Hawkins. Looks like the Champion Alliance is kind of dismantling Death Club right now. But here we go. Rolling. Thought he was going to roll him up for a pin, but no. DJ Young taking down Tommy A. Hawkins. Joey Graves trying to get out of the ring there, but Tony Lee Williams going right after him. Massive moonsault there, neck breaker by Cody to the NXW champion. And this is just breaking down instantly. The referee will have no power on this one. Pile driver to the undisputed champion. German suplex to Cody Simmons. And a double foot stomp to the ribs of Tony Lee Williams. I mean, when you put the NXW World Champion, the Intercontinental Champion of NCW, and the Undisputed Champion of NCW, you've got to believe it is one of the strongest teams that you've ever seen in NCW. Oh, and a massive ripcord lariat there. Tommy A. Hawkins taken out of the situation. As looks like the Kellyak X is dominating Death Club right now. Drop kick to the back of the head. As Bruce Kendrick heading up top rope. DJ Young heading up top rope. Phoenix Splash, nobody home. Elbow drop. Was unable to connect. But Tommy A. Hawkins back in as DJ Young is down. And here comes that assassin-like. Oh, massive European uppercut. Oh no. Kendrick pile driver. But Tommy A. Hawkins there to stop him with a straight jacket neck breaker. There's Tony Lee Williams still going after the Joker on the outside. He goes, picks him up. No, turns it into a lifting DDT there. Cody Simmons back turned. DJ Young looking to take full advantage. Pile driver. Oh, Cody reverses. 1, 2. Ooh, nearly took out the undisputed champion. As Tommy A. Hawkins just runs down DJ Young. But the Intercontinental Champion still dismantling the Joker on the outside. And here we go. Brainbuster by the Soul Man. As Tommy A. Hawkins has been busted wide open, and here we go. Looking for the butterfly pile driver. Oh, and down goes the Joker. Bruce Kendrick could be looking for the Weapon X on Tommy A. Hawkins. And that's two members of Death Club busted open as DJ Young looking to steal the pin here. Oh, but Tommy able to kick out. Here we go, looking Fisherman's neck breaker. That could be it for Joey. Tommy A. Hawkins in trouble. But Cody there to break things up. Break to the eyes. Every member of Death Club still alive in this one, even though they've taken 3 finishes. Tommy A. Hawkins has taken 2, Weapon X and Lights Out. But is it time for Death Club's counterattack? As it stands, not right now. With Tommy A. Hawkins trying to fight back against the Intercontinental Champion. I mean, everyone but Bruce Kendrick has been a part of Death Club. Here we go. Oh, can he roll up the Intercontinental Champ? No, Bruce Kendrick there to break it up. Speaking of Bruce Kendrick trying to put Cody Simmons down, but no, reverse DDT, taking out the NXW champion. And uh-oh. Is Cody going betrayal? DJ Young now looking. Ooh. Can he take him out with that sliced bread? 2. No. Death Club really hits each other in these tag matches. Maybe they should stop. Uh-oh. Hammerlock DDT, the assassin's drop. And that could be it. No, rope break. There we go. We're going to break the knee of DJ Young. But the NCW Undisputed Champion is in trouble, because he is surrounded by the Joker and the Assassin. Cody now looking Hurricanrana. Oh, and there's the Joker's miss right to the eyes of DJ Young, but DJ able to survive that neckbreaker attempt, and also survives the pendulum backbreaker attempt. And here he goes, up on the shoulders. Oh, fireman's carry cutter. As the big man Tommy A. Hawkins able to get out of trouble, but Tony Lee Williams looking to go power to power with the Assassin. And here we go, straight jacket neckbreaker. And Joey just able to kick out. Cody rolled out of the ring. And this has been brutal thus far. But now Joey on his own, surrounded by the champions. And here we go, looking for that clothesline from hell. And down goes the Joker. As DJ Young now rolling him over for the pin. No one there to save him. 1, 2. No, Joey able to get the shoulder up on his own. But DJ Young looking to turn out the Joker's lights, and Cody looking to fight back. Oh, sit out, facebuster. And now Death Club has a 2-on-3 situation, but there we go, single leg Boston Crab on the Intercontinental Champ. Will he submit? Will the power of the Kellyak connection, or the Kellyak X connection, be able to fight out of it? And yes, he does, but Cody Simmons needs to stop flexing, as he just had his lights turned out. Tommy missed. Oh, but Cody able to kick out. As Joey Grace finds himself face first in the mat. And Tommy and Tony going face to face once again. Here he goes, looking for the butterfly pile driver, and the big man's head just hit the ground hard. As DJ Young just took out Bruce Kendrick there. Here he goes, thinking. Oh, famous There's Tony taken out. Pretty much a tag team match right now between the two world champs and two members of Death Club. As DJ Young gets hooked right in the jaw. The big man. Oh. Snap back suplex as he runs down the ref. Looks like the... Ugh. That was a bad collision course. But in the middle of the ring, Cody Simmons sit out facebuster. And here comes everyone. Look at that, locks him up in a Boston Crab. But Bruce Kendrick able to break it. Ugh, what the hell happened there? Stomp there to the foot of DJ Young, but DJ Young looking Hurricanrana got caught with a powerbomb. He's taken out of the situation. Joey Graves gets dropped on his head. Bruce Kendrick got slung to the outside. Now Tony and Tommy staring each other down. It's always interesting when these two big bulls stare each other down. But, oh, sweeping out the leg. And here we go, Deathlock. Is Bruce going to tap? Is he going to submit? No. Tony Lee Williams able to save the situation. But he goes for the cover. But Tony there to break things up. Tommy A. Hawkins goes for the cover on DJ Young. A certain Intercontinental Champion about to get his head stomped in with broken laughter. 2, 3, and Tony Lee Williams is out. Death Club with the Assassin's drop on DJ Young. 1, 2. No, DJ Young able to kick out, but he is currently surrounded by 3 deadly wolves. Look at that. He has the Deathlock in on the Undisputed Champion. Is DJ Young going to tap? He had no choice. And that's the 2 top champions in NCW eliminated. And now it comes down to the face of NXW, Bruce Kendrick. The Weapon X looking to fight. What is... Okay, Joey Grace finally woke up. A little concussed, but he's all good. Look at this, the Weapon X. Oh no, he's in definite trouble as he gets thrown out of the ring by Cody. Cody looking to fly now. Cody sizing him up. Here he goes over the top. Oh, but Bruce Kendrick with the sidestep. He's a one-man army right now. As DJ Young finally recovered, has to go back. Can't help Bruce Kendrick out in this one. And this is a worst-case scenario for Bruce Kendrick. Being surrounded by the three members of Death Club, but you can't put a three-man group together, no matter how great they are, against a coordinated group like Death Club. Oh, and there's a Joker's missed. Northern Light suplex. Really get the three off the 1, 2, 3, and Death Club, your winners of this tag team war. These are three men who have stand united over the year, and they will continue to stand united. The champion, the undisputed champion, and the NXW champion, but not the case, as three single belts cannot be defended in a six-man tag team environment. Well, look at that. That could be your next Intercontinental Champion. But that has been it for episode 43 of Season 2. If you liked any of the matches, please hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Go back and watch all of NCW if you're trying to get up to date with this stuff. Or you can wait until Season 3 or continue watching from Season 2. Either way, you can follow NCW on Twitter at NCW NCWXTREME. You can follow me on Twitter at NeoXtrain22. And you can hit that notification button to know when we go live, as every episode will be going live from now until whenever this stops, I guess. But either way, it's been fun. We've got #1 contenders now for the women's tag team titles, for the cruiserweight title, going into NCW Revenge. And next week we find out who's going in as tag team champion #1 contenders. But until then, this is Neo Extreme saying goodbye, good night, good luck, and see you later, and see you for episode 44, where we will see who will move on to the semi-finals of the NCW Veterans Cup. But until then, hey, we'll see you guys later. Adios.